Our North Dakota Today summer reading series continues, and we have some great options for the teens in your life this morning.
And teen librarian Bree Schmidt joins us with her top picks. Hi. Thanks for coming in today. I kind of joked earlier that, if your teenager has not read anything yet, you don't want that, what do they call it? The brain slide or the learning slide?
Summer slide.
Summer slide to happen. There's still time, and you have some great options to get your teen kind of excited to read again.
Yeah.
So what are your top, where would you like to start for your top picks?
Let's start with lighter reads.
Okay.
Then we'll get to the heavy stuff. Right over on this side, I have some fun genre books. So we'll start with The Young Elites. This series is a couple years old. It's by Marie Lu. She has a lot of like the sci-fi fantasy type series. This one is like for fans, if you kind of like, there's teens with special powers, but it also takes place in a totally different fantasy land where certain people who have been persecuted, or these teens are forced to go into hiding, and then they find out they have special powers, and they all gang up, and it's a really cool, fun series.
How many books are in that series?
3.
And
this is the first one.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they've all been out for a year or two now, so should be easy to find. The next one I want to talk about is The Upside of Unrequited. This is like for people who like the rom-com type of book.
My kind of book right there.
I like that too, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same author as the book Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda, which came out as a movie last year, Love, Simon, which Josh Jamal was in. He played the dad. So
great movie, great movie.
Sort of
Went and
local
saw
tie
that.
there.
Yeah.
It's a great movie, and it's a great book. Same author and kind of same universe. This one takes place it's a cousin of one of the characters in the Simon book. So
I'm not gonna lie, I'm having to look up what unrequited. What's that bottom word? Requited.
Unrequited. Yes.
Unrequited.
The Upside of Unrequited. And it's just like a fun little teen love story with a fun cast of characters, and she's just a good author.
See, and you learned something. I didn't even know what that meant. I'm an adult. I could still read this book and get something out of it.
But I feel like, we're talking about these are great books for teenagers, but a lot of times adults love them as well.
Yeah, we actually get a lot of adults who go to the teen section at the library and pick out books and ask for recommendations.
Exactly.
Yeah, and sometimes you're just you don't want something so heavy, and so it's kind of nice to just go to the teen section and find something fun and quick to read.
Love it.
Yep.
What's next?
We'll do The Astonishing Color of After. This is heavier. Speaking of heavy books, this one deals with suicide. The main character is a teen whose mother has recently committed suicide. It kind of deals with her just getting through that grief, the whole process. She has grandparents she's never met in Taiwan, so 90% of the book takes place in Taiwan, actually. So you get you get to just see another world or another country, and from her eyes, and it has like a bit of that magical realism. So there's things that happen in the book that like a bird talks to her and that type of thing. But it also just shows her process of getting over that grief, and it's a really wonderful book. But be prepared to cry.
It's good to just bring that up, that topic. It's an important topic. Mental health is a very important topic to talk about with teenagers. So it's good that they can maybe read about it and kind of learn a little bit more and see more of it.
Yeah. And the teen books are not necessarily lighthearted. They deal with there's so many great teen books that are coming out right now that deal with heavy issues that really help teens with mental health and that type of thing. Another one is Far From the Tree. Actually deals with a pair of adopted kids that were all adopted. They have the same mother, but they're all adopted by different groups of parents, and they find each other as teenagers, didn't even know they had siblings or anything like that, and kind of go on a quest to find their missing mother. That one will also make you cry.
Sometimes, I say I like a movie that makes me cry sometimes, a good book that you can sit by yourself.
It's very cathartic.
Yes.
And you have a connection to it. You feel there's something there in that book.
And the characters are so realistic, and it's one that you can really just dive into. And
I like a good cry book.
And so what do we got in the front here? We have a
So
few
in the front
books
here,
in the front.
not a cry book, is The Strange Fascinations of Noah Hypnotic. That's also kind of a blend of realistic fiction for fans of, like, I would say, like John Green. It's about a teen who wakes up one morning and everything is just a little bit different in his life. So, like, his parents loved one TV show and then all of a sudden they watch a different TV show all the time, just like very, very tiny differences. And he's the only one that notices that anything is different. So it's just kind of, he goes through trying to figure out why that's happening. So it's a little bit of like fantasy, sci-fi, a little bit realistic fiction, just kind of a fun read.
Interesting. Okay, we only have 30 seconds left.
Okay.
Last 2 books.
Okay, we'll do 100 Sideways Miles. This is also kind of a more fun one. This is a teen that, it's like a road trip book. He goes on a road trip with a friend, technically to go look at colleges, but it's just kind of their journey along the way. It's lighthearted. Also for fans of like John Green. I'll mention The Diviners. That's for someone looking for something with a little bit of a supernatural flair. It's also about a group of teens that kind of have special abilities. Takes place in the 20s. It's a pretty fun book.
I love it. And we will post all of these books as well on our North Dakota Today Facebook page, website a little bit later today, so you can watch that. Thank you, Bree.
Thank you.
Great recommendations. All right, stay with us. Coming up next, we'll check in with the Red River Market. I know, I made it.